Right, let's move to stock number 3, and we're looking again at an international player, and this time I'm talking about the company Under Armour. Okay, interesting and new brand, business headquartered in Baltimore in the United States of America. Similar business model. Started off big in college football, evolving over time into base layer stuff. Okay. So you're familiar with that? That's basically underwear. Remember, in the United States of America, the core market for them, and Europe as well, it's cold for a lot longer as a function of the part of the year than it is down here. So people need that stuff, you know, the tight, clingy underwear layer, which you use when you work out, when you're going out in relatively cold temperatures, either to run or if you're involved with pro sports. Interestingly, the mix is a little bit more edgy. So it's got a bigger exposure to the professional sports market, manufacturing stuff designed specifically for high-performance athletes, although it's now apparent that there's this crossover from that into the kinds of stuff that people want to wear, even if they aren't prize-winning athletes. In addition to that, interestingly, they've expanded into the application electronic fitness tracking business. Now, what am I talking about there? More and more now, people either wear these Garmin-type watches which track what they're doing when they're running, or they carry their iPhones with them so that as you work out, it tracks how long you've been working out, what your calorie burn has been, what your heart rate has been, how far you've gone using the GPS chip, what the distance is, etc., etc. And that stuff is uploaded into applications on the phones or on your computer, which in fact then make you part of a community. So there's like a social media stuff. So they bought an application company called MapMyFitness. They went on and bought another one called MyFitnessPal, Endomondo. Personally, I use an application called Strava, which tracks cyclists and runners when they're out there, and you can then kind of track how you're doing and what your mileage is. But Under Armour has made this a specific part of their business, and according to their most recent results, they indicated they had now gotten a community of people of 130 million. Because think about it, if people are using the application, then they're also staying in touch with you as a brand, and you can target them with advertising-based messages on the applications if they're free, and give them all sorts of special deals and so on the premium side of things. Market cap of this company, 180, no, I keep getting my decimal points wrong. $18 billion, okay? $18 billion. So roughly the size of Adidas. It's done exceptionally well. You'll see the chart there in a minute. It has done extremely well. In recent years, it's been one of the highest growth, highest performing stocks on the market. What that means, unfortunately, is a very aggressive price to earnings ratio. It's at 88.1. And it in fact pays no dividends. So you're talking about a company that's kind of come out of the blue and is shooting to the top of the charts. It's a company that's also spent a lot of money on marketing spend. It's advertised, it's buying deals into the soccer market. They've just concluded a transaction with the big team in Sao Paulo in order to be more visible in Brazil. Brazil is a market for them, which is very important. Doesn't typically have its own stores. That is a difference. So unlike Nike, which has got these concept stores all over the place, and Adidas is the same, Under Armour works harder at distributing stuff through Sportsman's Warehouse, Dick's Sporting Goods, you know, the kind of stores that you see globally around the world. And in addition to that, online sellers, direct to company sales. So they've got a very busy website, very aggressive marketing via email lists, and that's pretty exciting and pretty good as well. Very keen to expand internationally, doing lots of work in movie branding. I don't know whether you follow these sort of things closely, but if you watched the Avengers movie, for example, when Captain America is busy running around the place, you know, training while he's having some downtime, big Under Armour logo on his shirt. That's something that the company has paid for, so that the millions and millions of people that are watching the latest Avenger movie see that brand and start to make that kind of assumption. The other big news for Under Armour was that they made a fairly recent entry into the golf apparel market and backed a young Houston-based golfer called Jordan Spieth, who, you may be aware, won the US Masters at age 21 by some new record-setting margin. So Under Armour, exciting company, Kevin Plank, CEO, exciting, dynamic CEO. I think Under Armour is definitely an interesting company to own in your portfolio. Don't worry about the high PE. If you've got an interest in this investment theme, I think Under Armour is going big. Buy the kit, buy the stock, get involved. Right.